we're going to be looking at measures of spread. In other words, we're going to look at all the data that we may have collected, and instead of just using it to find the mean, median, and mode, we're going to use it and try and analyze the way this data is spread out. Now, there are three ways that we can work out the measure of spread. Right, firstly, let's draw our three different arrows. Now, our three things we're going to look at. First of all, we're going to look at the range. And folk, we know what range is, hey? Range is my highest minus my lowest value. You know that because you would have done it in grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. And now we're doing it again in grade 12. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. The next section we're going to look at, or the next measure of spread, is something known as quartiles. And we'll explain to you what that means shortly. And then this fascinating section on percentiles. And I just love it because it's really challenging and really gets that mind working. But let's take it a step back. Let's slow things down and let's start off with something we know about. And that's the range. Okay, so range. Range is the difference between the largest or the highest and the smallest or the lowest values. The range is a measure of spread because it tells you how spread out the data values are. A small range suggests that the values are grouped closer to the median, while a bigger range suggests the values are more spread out. Remember what we said the median is? The median is my middle number. So if my range is a small range, then it means all that data is very close to that median. If it's a wide range or a large range, it means my data is really spread out. Here's the median, and I'm getting further and further from that median. And then we said, remember that range is equal to the highest data value minus the lowest data value. We're going to do one little example just to get our minds working and just to make sure we haven't quite forgotten it. Right, find the range of the number of death fatalities that occurred over 6 months on the N4 highway. Now, my range is equal to the highest minus my lowest. What's my highest value there, folk? Well, let's have a look. I got a 3, a 7, a 8, a 5, a 4, a 10. So 10 would be my highest, and my lowest would be the number 3. And 10 minus 3 we know is 7. And that's all I'm going to do about range, because you know that already. Now, let's have a look at this new exciting topic known as quartiles. Now, quartiles, this is the division of data into 4 equal parts. The data is divided into 4 portions of 25% each. Now, I want us to look at this data, all right? But let me explain to you in like simplistic terms what we're actually doing. What we're doing is we're taking all our data, okay, and we're arranging it from the lowest to the highest. And we're going to take this data and we're going to break it up into 4 sections. Now, do you remember when we calculated the median? We found the middlemost number. We arranged our data in order. We found that middlemost number, and we said that that was our median. In other words, it took our data and divided it exactly into 2 parts. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this part and we're going to divide that in 2. And then we're going to take that part and divide that in 2. So we're going to have 4 different segments. And obviously, if I have a set of data, if I break it in half, I've got 50% this side, 50% that side. If I break that half in half, I'm going to have 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's have a look at this data. So what I've done here is I've tried to make it as easy as possible. And for this first example, I've got all my data in order. You can see I've got a 2, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 13, 14, 15, 17, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23. Quick breathe. Okay, great. Now, let's find the middle number. In other words, if we find the middle number, we then know 50%, 50%. So we're going to do that. How do we do that? We eliminate each side until we get that middle number. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say 1 this side, 1 that side, 1 this side, 1 that side, 1 this side, 1 that side, 1 this side, that side, 1 this side, 1 that side, 1 this side, 1 that side, this side, that side. Aha! There is my median. Okay, so that's the middle part of my data, and I'm going to call it my median. Right. Now, let's find the middle of the beginning and the middle. Do you know what I mean? So let's do that. So I'm going to say, I've got this data, this, that. Aha. There is the middle of the beginning and the middle. So this number, I'm going to call this quartile 1. Okay, also known as Q1. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so this, that, there's the middle between the highest and the middle. And we're going to call this quartile, not 2, but quartile 3. So we got our first quarter, our second quarter, our third quarter, and our fourth quarter. Right? Now, another name for median. Let's have a look at this. If this is quartile 1 and this is quartile 3, what could I call my median? Another name. I'm going to call it quartile 2. So the median is also known as my quartile 2. Got that? That's how I've broken all this data up. So instead of now just breaking it up into 2 parts, I've now got 4 parts. Okay, so now it even helps me, or it helps me even more to determine how good my marks really are in a class. So if we looked at this and we said this test was out of 25 and I got 13, okay, I can say 13 is over here. It's actually in the bottom half of the class. But luckily, it's not the real bottom. So I'm between the 25th and the 50th percentile, or between the first and the second quartile. Okay, so I'm not in the first quarter. If I was in the first quarter, then I'm really in trouble. Okay, here I'm between the quarterway and the halfway. Right. Now, let's take it a step further and let's have a look at this. We're now going to look at something known as a 5-number summary. There are 5 numbers that form the 5-number summary. The lowest number, the highest number, the median, quartile 1, and quartile 3. For example, let us derive the 5-number summary from the following. Okay, here is my whole set of numbers. And if you look carefully, it's exactly the same that I used last time. All right, so let's just do it again. 1 this side, 1 that side, 1 this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. Here is my median. Cool. Then this, that, this, that, this, that. Here is quartile 1. Right, this, that, this, that, this, that. This is quartile 2. Right, so what's our 5-number summary? Our 5-number summary is, first of all, the lowest number, and our lowest number is the number 2. So in this, my 5-number summary, my lowest number is number 2. My highest number is number 23. So I've now got 23. The median we calculated to be 14. Quartile 1 we said was 9, and quartile 3 was 18. Very simplistic, very simple. You can easily do it. So if you know how to calculate median, folk, then quartile 1 is like finding another median. And quartile 3 is like finding another median. Okay? So easy. So let's now look at how we can apply this to real life problems. So the following data has been released by Statistics South Africa on fatal crashes for November and December 2011. All right, so if you look at all this, you can see that in 2011 they recorded the number of deaths on our roads, okay, and they've now actually tabled it. So you can see, for example, that in November month, Gauteng province, 200 people died on their roads, whereas in the Northwest province, 57 died. In December of 2011 in Gauteng, we had 182 people die on the roads. KwaZulu-Natal, though, had 227 people get killed on road accidents. Now, what's our question say? Our first one says, use a given table to determine the 5-number summary and the interquartile range for each month. Okay, so let's have a look at it. We first of all are going to look at our month of November. Now remember, before we can find the quartiles, before we can find the median, we've got to put our data in order. In other words, from my lowest value all the way to that highest value. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to need you to help me out here, so keep watching carefully. Right. My lowest number here is going to be 21. So we're going to use 21, and I'm going to say I've got 21. Then my next one is going to be 57, so we're going to put in 57. Right, then I've got a 75. Oh, no, 73. Then a 75. Then we've got a 77. I've then got an 81. A 112, a 156, and finally a 200. Now, remember what I've told you before in previous sessions? When I'm trying to calculate the median, or when I put data in order, count how much data I've got and then see how much I've written down to make sure that I haven't left any out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of data. Okay, now it gets interesting. Now what I've got to do is I've got to find the median. So let's do that. I've got here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there. This is my median. All right. Now, in between, I've got this, that, this, that. Aha! What happened? My quartile 1 is in the middle between 57 and 73. How do I calculate one that's in the middle? What I do is I add the two together and then I divide by 2. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say, right, and I've got a lovely little calculator here. 57 plus 73, 130 divided by 2, and I get 65 over 2. So when I divide it by 2, you're going to get 32 and a half. So 32 and a half is quartile 1. Now, let's calculate quartile 3. We got one this side, one that side, one this side, one that side. Nothing in the middle. So quartile 3 is going to be my 112 plus my 156 divided by 2. So remember, we've got to say 112 plus 156 divided by 2, and I'm going to get an answer of 134. And that will be my quartile 3. Okay, so now what is my 5-number summary? My 5-number summary for the month of November is my lowest is 21, my highest is 200, my median is 78, quartile 1 is 57, Quartile 3 is 134. Let's now do the same thing again, but now we're going to do it for the month of December. So again, we get all our data and we are going to rewrite it. So December, we've now got to make sure though that we use all the data. My lowest number is the number 32, so I'm writing 32. Then I have a 78, so let's write 78. Then I have a 90, so we write 90. I've then got 107, so we write 107. I've then got 109, then 120, 135, 182, and 227. Again, I should have 9 because they're 9 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in the data I've written down, I should also have 9. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're calculating the middle, quartile 1, quartile 3. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so one this side, one that side, one this side, that side, this side, that side, this side, that side, and I've got 1 in the middle, and I'm going to call that my median. Right, finding quartile 1. 1 on this side, 1 on that side, 1 on this side, 1 on that side. Aha! Now we know my quartile 1 must be in between there. And how do we do that? We say 78 plus 90, and then we are going to divide that by 2, and we're going to land up with an answer of 84. So 84 is my quartile 1. Right, same thing with quartile 3. This side, that side, this side, that side. So quartile 3 is going to actually be 135 plus 182 divided by 2, and we're going to get an answer of 158, 5. Okay, and that then will be quartile 3. And now we can go ahead and we can ask questions about that. Let's see how they would ask similar sort of questions in the exam. So we've arranged the order in ascending order. We've determined the minimum and the maximum values. We've determined the median, in other words, the quarter 2 for it all. We've then determined quartile 1 and quartile 3. Okay, so that's what we did, and we did very well. Let's have a look here. Here's another example, and I'm just going to go over it quickly because we don't have very much time. The South African Weather Service recorded the temperatures for 10 towns and cities in South Africa on the 13th of May 2009. Now, we get given a whole lot of temperatures, and I bet they'll probably say, what is the 5-number summary of the minimum temperatures? Okay, so let's do that quickly. Minimum temperatures, we can see over here, I've got a 3 and then I've got a 5, so I would write out 3, 5. I've got a 6, a 7, a 8, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, a 9, a 10, a 13, 15, 13, 15, and finally a 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Let's find the median quickly. The median on this side, that side, this side, that side, this side, that side, this side, that side, this side, that side. Aha! My median is going to be in between 8 and 9. And we know between 8 and a 9 is going to be 8,5 or a 8.5. All right, and that is my median. Then finding the quartile 1 and the quartile 3. Quartile 1, this side, that side, this side, that side. Aha, that is quartile 1. Then this side, that side, this side, that side, quartile 3. You understand how it works? Simple, isn't it? Then they can go ahead and say, now calculate the interquartile range. What do they mean by interquartile range? What they mean is interquartile range, also known as IQR, is going to be quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Quartile 3 is 13, quartile 1 is 6. 13 minus 6 is going to land up giving me 7. So that means, what is interquartile range? Interquartile range is from this point to this point. In other words, it's saying 50% of the data. Okay, because we've got 25 there, 25 there, 25, 25. This 25 and 25, in other words, 50% of the data lies within 7 marks of each other. That's what interquartile range actually means. All right, folk, we have really run out of time. We've got to take a break. But just to summarize quickly, in this short little segment, we've covered the following. We've explained and worked with range and also with quartiles. I'll see you after the break, and we got some more exciting stuff to go through.